In this video, I'm going to go over how final scores are calculated in standards-based courses. So you'll see here I'm looking at my priority math section. This will be similar for priority ELA. And I'm going to look at my standards grade calculations under settings. You can see here that the calculation is most recent scores, and it's the 3 most recent scores. And we're calculating using the mean. So that's showing us that each of those 3 most recent scores is 33% of the final score. What does this mean? Let's take a look at a sample. So here we have a variety of assessments on this standard, which is interpret products of whole numbers. Over the course of the trimester, we assess it 6 times. Assessment 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now this makes sense because if you're interpreting products, we're talking about multiplying, that's going to come up quite a lot over the course of the trimester. So you can see here that the student was pretty weak at this skill at the beginning, scoring a 1 and a 2. Then they start to improve, they improve some more, and by the end of the trimester they're scoring a 3. So what we're seeing here is that the last 3 scores are a 2.5, a 3, and a 3. You can average this out to a 2.8. So when we look at our last 3 scores, we're going to get a 2.8. And because we don't use these numeric averages in our final grades, we're going to have a final grade of a 3 that's going to show up on the report card for the student. So this is really what we want, right? We want to be able to say where the student is at right now. We don't care about where they started, and we're not going to let these old bad scores drag the student down, because what we care about is that right now this student has mastered interpreting products of whole numbers, and that's going to be reflected in their final grade.